Hi all, welcome to today's at-home workout. Today we are going to focus on mobility. Mobility is a really important aspect of your fitness journey. It's good to look great, to have endurance, to have strength, but if you're unable to move, that's going to affect your quality of life. You can't get down to tie your shoes, you can't reach up to grab something off the top shelf, maybe you can't lift up your kids. So mobility is something I take really seriously. I hope you do too. So let's get started. So we're going to put the hands overhead and we're going to start doing circles. Nice, easy, gentle, light, small circles. So mobility is really great because what happens is when you start moving your limbs, the joints start getting lubricated with synovial fluid. Literally, it secretes synovial fluid that coats your joints, so there's no wear and tear. So it's literally like oiling a car, except your joints. I need 2 and 1. We're going in the other direction. So if you've been going clockwise, go anti-clockwise, and vice versa. We'll feel it a little bit in our shoulders because obviously we're keeping our hands up. Right there. And 3, 2, 1. You're going into a deep ape squat, into a downward dog. So we're going to stand about hip width apart a little bit further. We're going to get down as low as you can. We're going to open up that hip girdle and we're going to start walking it out into downward dog and walk it back in right there. Stand up and do it again. So a lot of the time we're kind of sitting down and we tend to close the seat girdle, so this is just opening it up. This can lead to a lot of hip issues. This will help with this, your squat. If you find that you can't squat as low, it's because you're lacking hip mobility. And let's do this again. And back. Last one. And back. Except we're going to the Tai Chi lunge. It's going to focus on the hips. We're going to stand as wide as you can, not too wide, but wider than shoulder width apart. Both our arms are facing up, palms facing out or in. We're going to rotate to the left or the right. What I want you to do is I want you to shift your weight on the opposite direction. So I'm facing my left side, weight is on my right foot. I'm going to rotate to the right side, and what I'm doing is I'm shifting my weight to the left side. That's what we're doing. 4. So you'll feel it right there in the hips. So again, it's a simple movement as I mentioned. It's just lubricating the joints. This is just for health, well-being. That's what we're doing. Rotating and shift the weight. Last one. And there we go. So I already feel a little bit loose, limber in my joints. Next up, that's just it, going through the motions, going through the movements. So, next up, what we're going to do is we're going to still get a little bit into a warm-up, but this will get us a little bit heated. So we're going into something called a sumo squat. So standing really wide, toes pointing about more than 45, but less than 45. And we're gonna drop down, really push back those knees. Don't just squat down, I want you to really get down and push, actively push those knees back, those hips open. That's what I mentioned about opening up the hip girdle. So we're going to get into that Tai Chi lunge. Sorry. The sumo squats, after the sumo squats, we are going to crab to table. So fingers are going to be pointing back. Right here, I want you to breathe out. We're going to push off our heels and drop it down. So again, when your fingers are pointing back, it's really going to open up the shoulders because we're always hunched over. This is just going to push that shoulders back. If you find you're not ready to do that, have your fingers pointing back. You can have your fingers pointing to the side. Makes it a little bit easier. Again, if you can't do that, there's always a starting point. Don't feel discouraged. Range of motion will increase the more you do this. You can have your fingers just pointing forward and do that. So after we do that crab tabletop, we are going into child's pose to climber. So right here, child's pose, coming up and stepping our hand, foot next to our hand, bring it back, and alternating. There we go. So you'll notice that this is all on the hips. Hips is very important. As I mentioned, if you can't squat down, if you can't bend down to pick up anything, it's because you have lack of range of motions in your hips. So that's why we are focusing on this. Let's do 10. We're going to catch a little break after. We can go 3 rounds. And then we're going to move on. So starting off with the sumo squat again. Remember to actively push your knees back in 2 and 1, down, push back. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want you to really focus on that knees being pushed back. 9 and 10. Right there. After that, we are going into crab to tabletop. So as I mentioned, hands pointing, fingers pointing back to the side or forward, depending on if it feels comfortable or not. You should feel a stretch, but you shouldn't feel pain. Let's do this. 10 of it in 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Next up, we are going to child's pose into climbers, or basically you step your foot next to your hand. We're doing 10, 5 per side. So we go child's pose and come up. Next one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more, 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Right there, we're gonna catch a little bit of a break. So again, we got 2 more rounds. If you go straight 3 rounds, you'll be pretty tired, but the focus is gonna be on mobility. So you want to get the most out of it. You want to be methodical. If you do want to get a workout, we got tons of videos. So here we go. 3 sumo squats, 2 and 1. Again, actively push those knees back. Really feel the hip girdle opening up. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Going into the tabletops right now. Crab to tabletop. So if you're finding you're having issues also just lifting up, it's good to do what you can. In 3, 2, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9 and 10. I'm here going to crab to climbers, it's not actual climbers. You get it. Crab child's pose. Here we go. Child's pose, head down. Sitting on our heels in 2 and we start us up. And 1. Breathe back. Breathe out. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Again, catching your break, catching your breather. So I can tell I'm feeling a little bit loose than I did when I first did the round. That's how it goes. So you're just gonna catch a little break, catch a little breather. So you'll know we're starting up with the sumo squats. Then in 3, 2, 1, here we go. 2 and here we go. 1, 2, 3. Again, take a second to push that knees back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 10. From there, we're going to those tabletops. Fingers pointing out to the side, back, however you want it. 3, 2, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. Here we go. Next up, we're going into child's pose. Right here, into that step up in 2 and 1. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Here we go. Let's grab a sip of water. Let's catch a little breather. So I hope you grab a sip of water. As I mentioned, that the point is not to kind of get tired, but that is a byproduct. So let's get into it. Next up, we're going to focus just a little bit on the shoulders, hips as well. Hip, shoulders, always important. So first, what we are going to do is we're going into curtsy lunges. Right here, boom, tap that knee down. You can place something soft at the bottom, so you're not banging your knee on the floor. It's really good for knee stability, just the way your knee has to move. After that, we are going into, we're going to draw circles behind our backs. I want you to face straight. I'm going to face to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to reach as far back as I can without turning my shoulders over. I want to have my shoulders keeping facing forward at all times. I'm going to do circles clockwise, and the clockwise on one side, then on the other side. So make this a little bit dimmer. And finally, finishing off right here. Beginning deep, low, to the side. Stand up, deep ape squats, to the side, and right there. So again, focus on the shoulders, on the hips, always important in my experience. That's issues a lot of people have with the hips, with the shoulders. It's understandable because we are sitting down all day, tightening those hip flexors, as well as we hunched over. So this is great to do once a week, this little workout. So without further ado, let's get started in 2 and 1 curtsy lunges. So we are doing 20 in total, so we 10 per side. 3, take it slow down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Fun, it's not as fast. Pause the video, finish it, and we can do this together. Next up, Right here, facing one direction, right arm first all the way back. We're drawing circles, clockwise or anti-clockwise, you decide. Arm parallel with the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Switch directions. 2. And 10. I'm going to face this way because I have a wall there. I like to take my hand, place my hand on my belly, because as soon as I'm turned out, you see how my elbow goes? Facing a little 45 degrees. So when I have my elbow pointing straight out to the side, I know there's no way I have correct form. So I'm out, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Here we go. We're going into 10 deep ape, lateral traveling apes. Down low, open up that hip girdle to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little breather. Sip of water. We got 2 rounds. Two rounds. That's it. And we'll get started in 3, 2, and 1. Tap and up. So again, if you find that I'm going a little bit too fast for you, take your time with this. You can pause it. Only because, like I said, it's mobility. You want to be methodical. It's going to be number 10. Halfway there. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next up, drawing circles behind the back, hand on belly. You show your elbows pointing out to the side. In 2 and 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Switching directions. And 10. Opposite arm. I'm already out of breath. And like I said, the purpose of this was not to get out of breath. And in 3, 2, 1, switching direction. And if you go in 3, 2, 1. And there you go. Except we got the deep ape lunges, squats, traveling apes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Catching a little breather. One more round, and that's it. So like I said, this is a really good thing to do once a week. Helps with recovery. As I mentioned at the beginning as well, quality of life. Let me tell you though, I only started focusing in mobility maybe about a year ago, and I'm now 35, and just the way I feel so much more looser than I did 10 years ago. So something I'll keep on doing for my entire life, because I see the value of it. Let's get started again. Last round. This is it. We start off with those 20 curtsy lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back chest straight. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, and 20. Start drawing circles behind the backs, facing forward. Switching direction. And you go. Opposite direction. Switching direction. And 10. Last 10, traveling ape squats, and that's it. 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that is it for our workout. We didn't go too intense. We didn't went through all the movements. There's no real need for a cool down. However, if you do want to work on flexibility, now is a great time. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this. Stay tuned, and I'll see you again